Hi everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I call this look Khaki Love. Starting off with the PC36 Brow Balm, we are just going to really load our spoolie up with the product and use upwards and diagonal motions to really get those brows to look more full. And then we're going to use a spatula to press the brow hairs down, and it gives it a really cool laminated effect, which I love, and it ensures that your brow hairs stay in place all day, I promise. Alright guys, so now I'm going to use the PC36 eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to take that right underneath the arch to even the arch out, straighten it out a bit, because I don't like a high arch when I do brows. I just think that the eyebrows look better when the arch is straighter. And then I'm going to use the PC36 eyebrow paint on a small angled liner brush just to fill in that gap that we just created. The idea here is to mimic brow hairs, so you really want to be light with your pressure, and you just use like light flickering motions. We're just going to be going over that gap we created and all the areas in the brow that are sparse. You already know what time it is. PC36 base, carving out the brow with this, and of course we're going to be patting the base into the lid to ensure the perfect base for our upcoming blends. Pat until matte. First color, second color, third color, lid color. We are doing a 3-color blend today. Let's start off with our first blend. This is shade No Escape. So we just really want to start building that up slowly in sections. Take your time with this. Round out that shape at the top. We are wanting to start off with like a half circle shape. We want to really use light pressure when applying this first blend, and all blends really need light pressure. Slowly build up. You can see how much I've already built it up, and this took me, let's say, maybe 5-10 minutes just to slowly build this up. We're going to go in with our second color. It's called Tactical. Same idea. We're going to build this up slowly right on top of our first blend that we did. Our third color, Advantage. Same idea. This is our last blend, so we're going to use a big fluffy brush for this one and really blend that out into the base. So here's when we start going back over our shades that we've already done to really reinforce them, build them up again. So we're going to go back into our second blend just to really reinforce that color, build it up again, because we did lose some of it when we added our last shade. And then we're going to go back into our first shade as well. Really build up that color because we did lose it when we added our second shade. Now that we're happy with our blend, we can go in with our lid color, Gambit. We're just going to be using a flat fluffy brush to apply, and we're going to be using a tiny blending brush to blend out the shimmer into our first blend for a nice seamless blend between our first shade No Escape and our lid color Gambit. Now we want to blend together our first blend No Escape with our lid pigment, which is Gambit, just to create a seamless gradient between the two. And I want to create the exact same blend underneath the eye, so I'm going to prep underneath the eye with the PC36 base, and I'm just going to go in with the exact same blend underneath the eye with the same 3 colors. added lashes, and now we are going to do foundation. We really want to make sure we're working our foundation in sections. Definitely work in sections, especially because this is a mattifying foundation, so you don't want to apply it all over the face and then it starts drying down in certain areas and then it becomes hard to blend. We don't want that, so let's work in sections, everybody. I like to apply concealer with a flat brush, and I apply it pretty liberally because I just really love that full coverage, super bright under eye. So I'm just going to take my time really buffing that in. And then I'm going to take a medium-sized blending brush and get right underneath our under eye blend just to make sure that the concealer is fully blended underneath the eye. And then you see me here just using the foundation brush to really just pat over the edges of the concealer to make sure that it blends in beautifully with the foundation. I'm going to use this fluffy face brush to contour, and then I'm going to use this medium-sized blending brush to really go over the edges of the contour to make sure that it is super blended. We don't want our contour to have harsh edges. We don't want it to be too blunt, so that step is super important. Sharpen the contour with your foundation brush. I'm going to use this amazing mascara from Rare Beauty to really work my bottom lashes. Take your time with this, make sure the mascara coats each individual lash. And then I'm going to use the same pressed pigment from before, Gambit, and I'm just going to use this in the area you see me using it to really just open up the eye. The key with highlight is to not apply too much at a time. So you really want to ensure that you are just using a little bit at a time and that you are really using light pressure and blending out as you go, because you don't want harsh lines with your highlight. I still hadn't set the concealer from earlier, so of course we're going to go in with this amazing Morphe setting powder and make sure that the under eyes are set. And now I'm going to do lip liner. And just take my time with this because lip liner is one of those things where you really got to take your time and make sure that it's neat. If you need to, you can always use a small flat brush and your foundation that you used, and you can just like go over your lip liner to clean it up if you feel you're having trouble getting it like perfectly neat, you know? And now I'm going to use a small to medium-sized blending brush to really buff in the lip base. Into the lip liner, we want a gradient between the lip liner and the lip base. Now I'm going to take this absolutely amazing Morphe lip gloss on a flat brush. And this is really just going to tie the whole lip look together. So important to use a flat brush for precision and neatness. And this is the final look. I wanted to try green because I literally hate the color green, so I just wanted to challenge myself and see if I can make something that I like from a color that I hate. Tell me what you think about it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. See ya!